It's Stephanie, and I'm here today to do my October TBR. Can you believe it's already October? It's amazing. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's horror season. So of course, this is a month where I'm gonna have a TBR full of horror. I'm gonna dig into that section of my library full blast. Let's go. So I'm really excited. I have a few buddy reads planned that I'm gonna get into. So the first buddy read I have planned, I am reading with Liz over at Mountain City Books and Amanda over at A Scientist Reads. She's actually a newer booktuber, so if you want to check her out, I will link both channels, of course, down below, but you should definitely go check her out. So we are gonna read Jennifer McMahon's The Winter People. This, I've heard it described as a ghost story. I know it's about a family that moves into a farmhouse in Vermont. The mother goes missing and the eldest daughter finds like 100-year-old journal under the floorboards, and she starts reading it looking for clues. So it sounds really, really interesting. I've heard a lot of people really enjoy this novel, so of course I'm really excited to get into it and start October right with some ghost stories. The second buddy read I am doing is more towards the end of the month, and it's kind of a big group, and we are going to read Daphne du Maurier's Rebecca. This is one of those quintessential books I haven't read yet, but that's gonna get fixed this month. And so, like I said, it's a big group buddy read. It's got Kate Howe, Olive from a Abookolive, Kate from a novel Nomad, and Lauren from Burnt Fiction. She's also a newer booktuber. If you want to check her out, I will, like I said, leave every channel that I mentioned down below. If I'm missing someone from that big group, I'm sorry. The next one I hope to finish. I'm kind of in the middle of, and I've been in the middle of it for a long time. And that is Clive Barker's Books of Blood. This is a short story collection. This is books 1, 2, 3. I am currently in book 2. Speaking of, if you've read this, I have just finished reading, I think it's In the Hills, the Cities. Oh my gosh, that story was amazing. You need to read this. I am really, really enjoying this. I am loving Clive Barker's writing. I definitely want to read some of his novels when I'm done with this. I'm really hoping to get done with this. Next buddy read I'm doing with Julie from A Girl in a Book. We are reading Scott Smith's The Ruins. This is a horror novel about two couples that go vacationing in Mexico, and then crazy stuff starts to happen. So I'm really excited to read this. Katie from ChapterStackss included this in like her favorite horror novels. I've heard pretty good things about it, so I'm excited to give this a go. It looks like kind of an easy read, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. The next book I'm just hoping to pick up whenever, and that is Sarah Waters' The Little Stranger. I've heard this is a haunted house kind of story, but I've heard it is also very literary, which I definitely love and appreciate. But people said it did creep them out, which is really, really good, and I'm looking forward to that. I've never read anything by Sarah Waters, so I'm hoping that I like her and then I can check out the rest of her work. You know, like when you pick up a book and you're kind of you're getting your first exposure to an author that's written quite a few things, so I'm gonna go ahead and see how Sarah Waters and I get along. I realize she's not like a horror author. This is like her one scary novel, but I just want to see how I like her writing and how it is we get along. So I am looking forward to checking her out. I picked up Rosemary's Baby by Ira Levin. I was really, really excited because the Half Price Books by me, like I always go to the horror section and I always looked for Rosemary's Baby, but the only copies they had were like the adaptation copies, and it wasn't even like the Mia Farrow adaptation. It was like the recent miniseries that came out last year, which was so they finally had like a different copy that wasn't that. So this is the Stephen King Horror Library, which one I didn't know was a thing, but I like it. I like the way it's done, and I'm looking forward to that. So Rosemary's Baby is one of my favorite movies, like not even horror, just one of my favorite movies of all time. So of course I want to read this. I'm really looking forward to it. And if I like it, I definitely want to check out the Stepford Wives. Then the last thing I'm gonna read is on my Kindle. Remember when I said I had a ton of NetGalley like books to get to? So the next book I'm gonna read this month is Dead Souls by J. Lincoln Fenn. This is a horror novel about a girl who goes into a bar one night and drunkenly strikes up a deal with the devil and ends up selling her soul to him. So she wakes up the next morning and she's left with kind of a business card that says, you know, date of transaction, your soul to Satan. And so she's trying to, one, like remember what happened and what it is she said, and kind of figure out where to go from there and in this new kind of place that she's in. Guys, those are my horror reads that I'm super excited about for October. Let me know what you're reading for October. Are you taking advantage of the Halloween season to dive into the horror section of your library or TBR too, or is that just me? Am I the only one that freaks out about that? I don't know. So anyway guys, let me know. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye!